that's definitely done. It's done. Yep, it's cooked. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Just came from the car show out West Virginia, doing some nice highway pulls as usual, and boom. Follow me on my social media. You already know the Sc300 was out of commission this weekend due to almost a catastrophic failure. So on my way back from a car show, the transmission decided to just take a kaput, which you can see here. I honestly don't know what really happened as far as to what caused it to do this. The bell housing is just gone. It's still bolted on. Some of the bell housing is still bolted onto the engine, which is a good thing. And that lets me know I don't have to fix the bolt holes on my engine for the transmission to bolt back to it. But as you can see, the input shaft is gone. The bell housing is gone. The shifter assembly is broken apart, and on the tail shaft is a 6-bolt flange. That's completely gone. Hopefully my dry shaft is still some good, because that'll save me some dollars when it's time to put the transmission back in. And we could go from there with that. As far as opening it, I wouldn't even know what to look for once I open the transmission. I'll pretty much just chalk this up as a loss. And feel the transmission just wasn't in the game anymore. So I was actually planning on changing the transmission out, upgrading to a new transmission over the winter and installing it in the spring. But as you see, I have no choice in the matter to either A, upgrade the transmission, B, go with the same transmission just because I have some of the parts still and just relax on my driving, or C, use the A and B option. So I did daily drive the car. Everybody who know me know my driving habits. I drive the car really, really hard. So all in all, I feel as though I put this transmission through the true test of longevity. We go ahead and I'm gonna try to see what's actually salvageable. I can see that the shift fork, the shifter fork is gone. The pivot ball, well, the pivot mechanism that the shift forks actually rides on is still here, so that's still salvageable. The bearing retaining is still salvageable. Hopefully my dry shaft is still salvageable. That'll save me $300 to $400 if the dry shaft is still good, and that will actually tell me which route I'm going to take, because if the dry shaft's no good, I'm already in the hole for $500 to get a new dry shaft made. Well, $300 to $500. I'm not sure how much a new dry shaft would cost for the new transmission I'm looking at, so we're going to just put it at the range $300 to $500, because you still got to get the adapter plates. So yeah, we can go from yeah. Let's get this thing in the shed and let's get these parts off, lift the car up, and we look at the damage. I'll show you guys the damage. I already know what it looks like under there. It looks horrible, so I'll show you guys the damage underneath the car, and we go from there. Alright, so we about to pull this dry shaft off, but I'm gonna give you guys a look, see the damages. The dry shaft look like it may be okay. I'm not sure yet. A lot of this stuff did drag on the ground. My exhaust is bent right behind where this dry shaft is. See if I can give you a better shot. Give me a second. Alright, it is bent. Not sure if you can see it. I gotta hold this camera. Bent. Real big dent in it, and it's bent. So then that's my speed sensor wire that actually broke loose. You can see the gouges and everything from everything just going crazy underneath it here. I actually felt it on my seat underneath when it happened, after the loud bang. Clutch kit's intact. Looks like it's not intact. Look at that. See, it's not even centered anymore. Oh, the friction disc exploded. You see it? Yep. And it's a piece of something right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get all this pulled off. Pull my dry shaft off so I can get this to the dry shaft shop. This honestly doesn't look too bad, but I'm gonna get him to do a quick once over, make sure it's still balanced, because it doesn't look bent from what I'm seeing. It could be, but actually gotta get this thing off to actually see what's all going on, because it still slides out. So hopefully that's still good. But that clutch, something's going on in there. I gotta lift the car completely up to get to that. And as you see, the bell housing pieces are still, bell housing is still there. So that's a good thing about the back of the motor. Should still be good. And the motor wasn't knocking and anything like that, so that's perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this clutch kit off, get his dry shaft off, and we can go from there. I would like to keep the camera on me while I'm doing this, but as you can see, it's no space underneath of there at all for me and this camera. So I'm gonna have to cut this video short right here at this point, and I get back to you to see what's actually going on with this clutch kit, because the clutch kit doesn't look like it's any good at all. So let's get to it. The bad part of this situation is like the clutch exploded. So if you look, if you see here, well, this one was about to go too if it's not already gone. Let me see. I just washed my hands and took my glove off. I'm not trying to get my hands any dirty. Oh yeah, look. Clutch pretty much exploded, bro. So, yep, Sc300s. That is, we might can use this again. We might can get one more use out of this again. I'm playing with you. That's definitely done. It's done. Yep, it's cooked. It's actually cooked. Yep, look at that. So, yep. We might be able to rebuild it. Hold on, we might be able to rebuild it. I got some of the pieces left still. Yep. We might. Oh, that's not good. Oh yeah. The hub, the release hub. Yeah, that was actually gone too. Huh. I didn't even notice that until I seen the ring. Yep, the release hub's gone too. You see it's bent. The fins on that pressure plate is bent. I don't know if you can see that or not. Oh yeah, you can see it. We sent that joint to the upper rim, y'all. So maybe it was the clutch kit that actually pretty much exploded and caused everything else to just undo itself, just because of how, you know, the AR5 clutch kit setup is. Because of how the AR5 clutch is set up, it's pretty much like an R154. So maybe when it pretty much exploded, it just sent a shockwave through and just disassembled the whole transmission. Because as I'm on the side of the road, it's funny. I'm not even BSing. I should have recorded. Tow truck driver pulls up. Hey man, yeah, let's get this thing on the truck. I said, wait a minute, before you go any further, let me let you know the transmission is on the ground. When I said that, the look on his face was like priceless, bro. He looked like he saw a ghost. I said, yeah, because the car is low. So I'm thinking he's saying the car is so low that at first he thought I was saying the car is so low that the transmission is on the ground, like it's so close to the ground. Until I said, no, the transmission is out the car, it's on the ground. And he literally said he never seen anything like that. Luckily, this dude was like a professional with the tow truck setup joint, because we lift the car, pull the transmission clean from under the car, and we have this. So transmissions, the inside of the transmission, as far as the quarter transmission, may be okay. I'm not 100% sure, but to actually rebuild this is not even cost efficient, just because I need the input shaft, the tail shaft part of it, because that's gone. I need the shifter assembly, because that's broken. So, and belt housing. So to actually buy a core of this would just be more wiser and less time consuming than trying to source the parts and put this back into the SC. And plus I don't feel safe with this one anyway. I mean, I can get it checked, yeah, and they give me the go ahead, yeah, but to actually, for the parts and the labor, these transmissions just cheap enough to just buy another transmission. Yes, I will wrap this up for sure and just sit this off to the side after I take the couple pieces off But yeah, so that's what happened with the SC300 this weekend. This wasn't meant to be a long video, just to keep everybody updated. If you keep up with the station, thanks a lot, y'all. I really appreciate the love and the support. Yeah, and I apologize for being gone for so long. It's just I've been working on everybody else's car. I had an event set up as far as a vendor and PA. I'm not going to be able to make it to that just because I had to put the time into the car. Well, invest the time into the car. I mean, that's just how it goes. This looked like it was like just a matter of time. It's a matter of time that this was going to happen. I mean, but luckily it happened 20 miles from my house, so that wasn't really bad. And I have AAA as far as for towing. So yeah, that's where we at with this. So that's pretty much where we at with this. I'm gonna let you guys go ahead and get out of here. Like I said, the car does start. The car runs. It runs. Just doesn't move because, I mean, you know why the car doesn't move. I don't got to explain it to you. So be dropping another AR5 in here. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll be honest, whichever one is cost effective, plus fast enough to get to me as far as to get this car up and running. So yeah, guys, like I said, I'll let you guys go ahead and get out of here, and until next time, peace.